Everybody told me to write this speech before last night, but like Bryn, I've actually learned my entire life that procrastination works, so why stop now? But due to that, I have a paper in front of me. All right. So who's ready to hear the most embarrassing story about Michael? Yes! Yeah, well, too bad, because I love this man with all my heart, and I would never betray him like that. Or would I? Well, we'll just have to wait and see, because first of all, Meghan. I have two things that I need to say to you. The first is, hi! And the second is, what were you thinking marrying this nut job? I mean, with all of his idiosyncrasies, you are an absolute angel and beyond patient. So thank you. Somebody had to marry him, and I'm so glad that it could be you. But in all seriousness, I've always thought of you as a sister, but now I'm honored to be able to make it official. So welcome to the Karminski family, sister. Welcome to the crazy side. But let's make it official. So could I actually get Beth Ann, Sarah, and David up here, please? Hold this, please.
This is my family.
Thank you, Meghan. So, to make this wedding ceremony, I mean, the wedding thing at the church was official, I guess, but to make this super official, I bestow upon you, Meghan. Meghan, could you please stand up? Actually, David, I'm going to have you bestow upon. Meghan, I bestow upon you the official Karminski family uniform, the flannel. You are now one of us. You guys can sit back down. Take your seats. Take your seats. I'm not done. Come on. All right. No, those are mine. I want them back. Now, Michael. I did not forget about you. Now, for those that don't know me, or know us and our family, Michael always looked up to me when we were younger. I was the older brother that he always wanted to be. I mean, come on. I played with Legos. You played with Legos. I played Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You played Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I played video games. Guess what? So did you, and the same ones. So I caught on to this pattern pretty quickly, and I had a theory. What if I could use this power of mine for good? So, to set a little stage here. So, Michael, David, and I actually used to share a room together. Well, before that, I shared a room with Sarah, and we all kind of rotated around. There's 5 of us. Give us a break. And so, we just shared a room, and we had a bunk bed and a single bed. And of course, I got the top bunk because it's the cool spot. Everybody knows it's the cool spot. It's like the back of the bus. Yeah, you do. And so I realized, I was like, oh, I'm going to use this power for good. Okay. I said to my brothers, I was like, do you guys want to hang out in the cool spot? I'm giving like that. And so I decided, I was like, I'm going to charge these guys a quart. Oh, I don't know. I was probably like 7, high school? All right. This is my time. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. You're always my biggest supporter, and I love you for that. So anyway, I decided I was going to charge my brothers a quarter every time they wanted to hang out on my bed. So, you know what? Thank you guys. And they actually paid it. They paid it. So thank you for helping me get started on my entrepreneurial journey early in life. I really appreciate that. But so as we continue to grow up, Michael started developing his own personality and his own interests. And the one commonality through it all is his passion and creativity. For those of you that maybe remember Michael in his younger years, he used to create things, a lot of things, out of paper, but not like me. So I used to like take my mom's old receipt paper and roll it up and like run my Matchbox cars around them. Michael used to actually make like wheelchairs and bicycles with wheels that actually moved. What? And like, so my favorite thing he did, he made this mechanical hand with like levers and pulleys and rubber bands and strings and things like that. And when you would control the hand, did it have a glove on it or did you just pull them? You just pulled? So you pulled these strings and the hand would actually move and manipulate things inside this glass box. So he was inventing like modern day robotics before it was a thing. And I knew back then, this kid is going places. So fast forward a few decades though, and I see him still pouring this passion and creativity into everything he does, everything. Now, Michael, I know that growing up, I was always your role model. But I have to say that over the years, you became mine. You are so patient. Oh, I knew I was going to cry at this part. You are so patient and so kind, and I think that it is evidenced by the amazing friends that you keep. Let's take Cam and Chris, for example. I know them a little bit more intimately, and I know that they're your friends, but over the years, I've considered them my friends. And they're such genuine and amazing human beings. And not just them, all of your friends, which I think speaks volumes to the character, your quality of your character. And with Michael, what you see is what you get. It's funny, we were all chatting around the kitchen table one day and we were all talking about our inner voice. And Michael says he doesn't have an inner voice. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yes, you do. And I tried to explain it to him. I was like, this is what it is. This is what he's like, nope, I don't have that. No, I don't. And so what I think is so funny is before I like made fun of him, I'm like, yeah, you're just crazy. You're just saying it. But like, the more I think about it, I was like, it just makes sense. There's no layered on personality with all of him. It's all of him. What you see is what you get, and it's his personality. I recently had a lot going on in my life, and I did a lot of self-discovery and going down the path of enlightenment, whatever you want to call it. And so I was so excited to share something about that journey with Michael. And in doing that, I read this book by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now, and it talks a lot about intentionality and the power of being in the moment. And I started talking to Michael about this, and I was like, there's this transformative idea, right? This great thing. And Michael's like, yeah, that's how I live my life every day. And I was like, wow, yeah, this dude really does. I mean, he is everything. I mean, I think that we all could be a lot more like Michael. I think he can be an inspiration for us all to live a more still and intentional life. And I think that's what makes him a good brother, a good son, a good husband, and a good future potential father. Future potential, get it? Wrap it up here, I promise, and then we can eat. So I remember when Michael told me he was planning on proposing to Meghan, and my genuine reaction was, it's about time! I mean, come on, it's been 9 years, man. I've watched you two as separate individuals, but I watched you grow into this beautiful relationship that we all see before us today. And let me tell you, they really are made for each other in all of your weird and wonderful ways. So when Lynn and I we actually got a chance to stay with Michael and Meghan down at Disney for a week. And it was wonderful, but I got to see it all. Like Michael driving Meghan crazy. And her dealing with him ever so patiently. But I also witnessed the quieter, the more intimate side of them that maybe not everybody can see. I actually remember Corinne saying on the bus over here, I think this is the first time I saw Michael and Meghan kiss. They're not big into PDA, but on that trip, I witnessed these small glimpses of them holding hands or doing something cute together, Michael sneaking in a kiss or just wrapping his arms around her. Their love is so beautiful. It's so real. And I honestly believe we can all benefit from emulating Michael and Meghan's love in our own lives. They really are a fairy tale love story. But if I could add a little bit of wisdom from my 4 years of marriage to Lynn, my beautiful wife over here, it would be this. Marriage is not a destination. It's not a box to be checked off. It's a lifelong journey. And the same can be said about love. It's not binary, meaning, it's not you're in love or not in love. Love is something that continues to grow and deepen over time. But you have to keep putting in the work every single day and realize that love is not always easy. I love you, Lynn, but love can be a lot of work sometimes. But I promise you this, it will always be worth it. Your partner is your best friend, and when life gets hard, like it inevitably will, be there for one another. Be each other's rock, And when one of you is hurting, be patient and ask the other, what do you need right now? Do you need to problem solve? Do you need to vent? Or do you just need some time alone? Michael and Meghan, look around the room. Every single person that's here today has been impacted by your love and your kindness that you pour out into the world. And I want you to know that we're all here for you. So when the times get tough, lean on all of us because we love you. And I'm gonna have everybody please raise your glass. I think there's some champagne around the room. And when I say Meghan and Michael, yeah, yep. When I say Meghan and Michael, you're gonna say, we love you, okay? So, Meghan and Michael, we love you!